Okay, this is a really, really good point. And if you're going through the family law system where social services are involved, you absolutely need to take heed here. Social services can't tell you to break an order. It's a myth that I see a lot of people repeating, that social services just took the kids away. Social services haven't got any special powers to override the parental responsibility of a parent unless there's a court order. It's no different than if there's a private law case. You know the way I keep talking about how that someone removing a child from a parent with PR without a court order is acting without legal basis? The same goes with social services. If a social worker come along and just took your kid and there was no court order, they're acting without legal basis. Now, do courts listen to social services? Of course. Social services are a professional agency in the same way that CAFCAS are in private law cases, and often a court will follow the recommendations of a social worker if they believe it's in the best interest of the child. There's something called a Section 20, and if you know, you know, and people will say that I was forced to sign a Section 20. It doesn't work like that. Signing a Section 20, handing your children over is voluntary. Now, I get it. I absolutely get it. I imagine that a parent who's feeling under pressure, confronted with a social worker who is being very firm with them, saying, well, if you don't sign this, we'll go to court and we'll have to make an application to take the kids into care, that you may feel that you have got no choice, but you absolutely do have a choice. And in the same way that social services telling you to break a court order is exactly the same as anyone else telling you to break a court order. If a judge was convinced that social services had told a parent to break a court order, you know what, that social worker could be in an awful lot of hot water. So yeah, this is a really, really good point. It's something to bear in mind when you're involved with social services and anyone else at all. Breaking a court order is wrong. Anyone that breaks a court order, can get themselves in an awful lot of hot water, and it doesn't matter whether they're an individual, a parent, or social services.